these gates. I want to see my children. Before Ada and Chidi were ever born, their parents, Amaka and Nonso Okafor, had already lived through a wilderness of tears. Married for 12 years without children, they had faced everything. Whispers in the neighborhood, mocking laughter from neighbors, pressure from relatives. Some had even urged Nonso to take another wife, while others suggested Amaka visit one of the local herbalists. But Amaka held on to her faith. If God gave Sarah a child at 90, He can give me one. She would tell herself each night as she wiped silent tears from her pillow. They had spent nearly all their savings on hospital visits, fertility treatments, and countless vigils in prayer houses. At one point, Amaka's mother had stopped visiting because she could not bear to see her daughter suffer disappointment after disappointment. Then, one ordinary Thursday morning, the miracle happened. Amaka fainted while washing clothes, and when Nonso rushed her to the hospital, the doctor came out smiling. "Congratulations, madam, you are carrying twins." The couple went in each other's arms that day. The twins, Ada and Chidi, were born healthy after a tense pregnancy that kept Amaka mostly on bed rest. They became the light of their parents' lives, the living proof that waiting on God was never in vain. For Amaka, the twins weren't just children, they were answered prayers, sacred gifts that had arrived after more than a decade of humiliation. Losing them even for a moment would mean losing everything. Amaka Okafor was not the type of woman who easily trusted strangers, but life had a way of wearing people down. At 35, she already carried the weight of someone 20 years older. Marriage had not been easy. Her husband, Nonso, drove a commercial bus across Lagos, often leaving home before dawn and returning long after dark. Money was always tight, and raising twins, Ada and Chidi, felt like fighting two battles at once. Amaka's mother-in-law often reminded her, "Children are blessings, but twins are double wahala." And truly, Ada and Chidi were handfuls. At just 8 years old, they had endless energy, endless questions, and endless fights. Amaka loved them with her entire being, but there were days she longed for silence, for just 1 hour when no one called her name. So when the mysterious couple at Greenfield Estate invited the children from the neighborhood to a grand birthday party, Amaka saw it as a blessing. They are too generous. Her neighbor, Comfort, had whispered weeks earlier. "They even gave me a food hamper when my son fell sick." Everyone admired Mr. and Mrs. Adedayo, their wealth, their kindness, their seemingly perfect family. They had moved into the mansion 6 months earlier and quickly won hearts. Every Sunday, they dressed impeccably for church, handing out money to beggars at the gates. In fact, on Christmas, they donated bags of rice to widows in the area. So when the invitation came, Amaka thought nothing of it. On that Saturday afternoon, she walked the twins to the White Mansion. The squeals of the light, the balloons, and music almost broke her heart. They clutched her wrapper, hesitant to let go at first, but then Ada spotted a giant cake and ran off. Chidi followed. "Enjoy yourselves, my darlings," Amaka called, kissing them before she finally turned away. It felt like freedom. She could finally breathe, but freedom was a fragile thing. She had barely walked 15 minutes when her elder sister Ngozi called. "Amaka, you dey sound tired," Ngozi said. "Na children matter," Amaka laughed. "I just dropped them for one birthday party." "Birthday party? Twins again?" "Yes now. One kind rich couple for this estate. Very generous. They always give gift packs to children in the neighborhood." Then Ngozi's voice rose. "You mean you left them there alone?" Amaka stopped. "Yes. What is it?" Ngozi's voice cracked. Amaka, last year in my area, something like this happened. A new couple moved in. They were kind. They hosted a big children's party. My neighbor's son went and he never came back. Till today, no trace of him. The couple disappeared the next morning. People said they were ritualists. Amaka's hand shook. Her shopping bag dropped to the ground. Ngozi, are you saying... I'm saying run back there now. Don't wait. Amaka didn't think twice. She turned and ran, her wrapper flying loose as if the wind urged her forward. The mansion loomed ahead, glowing white in the afternoon sun, but the gate that had been wide open before was now locked. Children's laughter echoed from within. Music boomed, too loud, almost unnatural. Amaka slammed both fists against the gates. Open these gates! I want to see my children! No response. She screamed the twins' names until her throat ached. Nothing. Her phone rang. Ngozi again. Have you taken them? No, Amaka sobbed. They locked the gates. The music is too loud. Call the police. Before she could, another call came. Nonso. Please come quickly, she cried. I left the twins at the party and now I can't get them out. Stay there, he said, voice sharp. I'm coming with the police. While Amaka fought outside, inside the mansion the atmosphere was split in two. Downstairs, 20 children laughed and played. They ate cupcakes, their face sticky with icing, while a woman in a glittering gown refilled their drinks. But upstairs, the Adidayos prepared for something darker. On a table laid carved idols, bowls of herbs, and a cloth stained with old blood. Incense filled the air. On the bed lay Chidi, unconscious from a drugged drink. His sister Ada sat beside him, crying. Don't cry, dear, Mrs. Adedayo whispered, stroking her hair. You'll join him soon. Then you'll both sleep peacefully. Her husband checked his watch. Tonight is the alignment, the blood of twins. That is the key. If we delay, a thunderous bang at the gate froze them. The police, Mrs. Adedayo whispered. Nonso arrived with 2 policemen. Neighbors had gathered too. Open these gates! This is the police! An officer shouted. No response. The officer scaled the fence, forced the door open and stormed inside. Upstairs, the Adedayos panicked. What do we do? Mr. Adedayo asked, trembling. Finish it quickly, his wife urged. But the crash of boots came closer. Please, don't move. The couple froze, hands raised. Downstairs, the children blinked in confusion as officers entered. Parents flooded in behind, screaming names, clutching their children in relief. Amaka raised upstairs. She saw her son limp on the bed, Ada sobbing beside him. My son! She screamed. The officers carried him out. The doctor at the hospital later said, if you had come even 10 minutes later, he would have stopped breathing. In custody, the smiling marks of the Adedayos fell away. At first, they denied everything. But when evidence from the mansion was presented, the idols, the drug drinks, testimonies from neighbors, they broke. It was Mrs. Adedayo who spoke first, her voice eerily calm. We were promised wealth, she said. Long life, power. But the condition was twins. Twins are sacred. Their blood is balanced. Male and female, light and dark. With it, our lineage would never know poverty again. Her husband continued, his his eyes empty. We never wanted this life. Years ago, we lost everything. Our business, our first child. A man approached us with covenants. Since then, we have moved from place to place, taking what we need. If not for the police, the sacrifice would have been completed tonight. The officers shuddered. And the other children? One asked. They were baits, Mrs. Adedayo said coldly. Distraction. Only the twins mattered. Investigations revealed that in 3 other towns, children had gone missing after parties hosted by the Adedayos. They had always left quickly, moving to new places, reinventing themselves. Their 10-year-old son, Tunde, was placed in government custody. He cried bitterly when his parents were taken away. They're not bad people, he sobbed. They just wanted us to be rich again, but the community saw them as monsters. For weeks, Amaka couldn't sleep. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw Chidi's limp body. Her husband held her hand. We nearly lost them, but God delivered us. Months later, the case was still in court. Parents across the region grew cautious. No more blind trust. No more leaving children with strangers. Amaka became an advocate. She told the story in churches, schools, and community halls. My people, listen to me. Evil does not always wear rags. Sometimes it wears perfume and smiles. Don't be deceived by gifts. Protect your children. Ask questions. We almost lost ours, but God delivered us. Her walls were spread. Parents became more cautious. Communities became more watchful. If you love this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and drop a comment below. What lesson stood out the most to you from this story? Please share in the comments section. Until next time, this is Timeless Tales by IBK, where stories live forever.